President Trump's announcement, like many of his statements, came as something of a surprise. The US has been leading a bombing campaign against the rebels who control much of Yemen, particularly around the capital Sana'a in the north, for some weeks now. It's been doing so in response to missile launches by the Houthis, but prior to that, the Houthis had been attacking shipping in the Red Sea, attacking any ship they say was destined for Israel or was linked to companies trading with Israel. They said they were doing that in solidarity with Palestinians in Gaza. So the US had been leading a campaign along with the EU aimed at protecting shipping and retaliating against the Houthis. Now President Trump says the Houthis have agreed to stop their attacks on shipping, and as a result, the US will stop its bombing.
The Houthis have announced that they are not, or they've announced to us at least, that they don't want to fight anymore. They just don't want to fight, and we will honor that, and we will stop the bombings, and they have capitulated, but more importantly, we will take their word. They say they will not be blowing up ships anymore.
Now, there could be other factors at play here. President Trump is due to visit the Middle East next week for an extensive tour, and he's promised that before he leaves, he's going to make a very big announcement regarding the region, a very positive announcement. He hasn't given any more details, but the Houthis are primarily backed by Iran, and the US has been negotiating with the Iranian government, trying to secure a new nuclear control deal in exchange for sanctions relief. So that's one factor that could also be at play in this new development with the Houthis. It also comes on the same day that the Israeli Air Force struck multiple targets around Sana'a, including the airport, 4 power stations and a cement factory that the Israeli military says was being used to build the Houthis' underground military infrastructure. Prior to that, on Monday, earlier in the week, the Israelis had also struck the port of Hodeidah, which is of critical importance to the Houthis. So the Houthis, and Israel said it did so in retaliation for a Houthi attack on Ben Gurion Airport in Tel Aviv, Israel's main airport. A Houthi missile landed next to the airport on Sunday, and the Houthis had promised to implement what they called an air blockade of Israel, forcing airlines not to head to Israel in response to Israel's plan for an expanded assault on Gaza, which it announced this week. So there's a number of events occurring all around the same time, but a very interesting development with President Trump saying he's made a deal with this rebel group, which was the last group maintaining major attacks on Israel as a part of the Gaza war.